Good evening, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to another video. We've been looking and we saw there was a new game that arrived, and it's from Frozen District, as you guys know, from House Flipper. I saw in the Discord channel and they announced this one, and I thought I was going to give it a go. Now it is Campus Life, and I joined the playtest, and now I'm going to show you just a bit of the game. And I already played it a little bit, but I thought I was going to make a video for you on like the first day or so and how it goes.
College.
Now let's check
Wouldn't
the
I do
video.
to see these ivy-covered walls again? A bastion of knowledge. A forge of lifelong friendships. The place where you'll meet that special someone. Don't sleep on your chance for a brighter future. Or do.
I hope
Suffer
none
the
of you guys
consequences.
slept during classes.
You will have to put the work in, one way or another. Speaking of, if all else fails, there are unconventional ways to get what you want. Just make sure it stays under the radar.
Try not to get caught.
See you at the School of Life.
So that's the intro for the Campus Life. And now I'm gonna play the tutorial with you guys. So either you don't have to, or you've got just a better perspective of what to do. Now, because it's a playtest, they still have a lot of stuff that you need to help them out with. What are your ideas on the game? And maybe make it a little bit better. Even if the game comes out in full, then it is much more input of the players that actually want to play the game, so it will be better for them. Now let's make a new game. Profile 2. So at least I've got a little bit of know what can happen and stuff. Now you start with like a basic character creation, and I think it should be like, I'm not sure if it's just like playtest, it's just like for a boy character, maybe the body type, maybe that is for a boy or a girl, I'm not sure. And this silhouette is for making a fat one, a slim one, or athletic one. I'll take athletic one. And all the colors that you can choose from. It goes on. Now here you can pick on the face. I'm just gonna go like very basic. You can change the stuff. I like blue eyes. And then the nose and the mouth, but for me it is, everything looks good. I just like a little bit smaller eyes. That's good for me. And yes, yeah, that you can choose for your character. I won't go bold. And then you can also change, like putting like dye styles in your hair, a little beard for your character. But I'll rather just, I think you must also can choose like for the color of the hair. Yeah, anyways. So let me just see if I can find. I know you about the beard, then you can choose the hair. So I think the hair I should also do the same. Maybe not. Anyways, then you can change the clothing. Also very basic still in the beginning. I'll just leave it as is because it doesn't look too bad for me. You can put like hats, jewelry and stuff also on. But for me, I'm gonna leave it relative basic. Put on some makeup and whatever. And now you need to make like, this is like a test for your people to, for your character to see what it's gonna be and stuff. Now my name is, let's just make for Family Gamers Test. And then tell us about your childhood dreams. Who did you want to become as an adult? As a child, I dreamed of becoming a firefighter. I was deeply impressed by their strength and courage, how they bravely enter dangerous situations to help people in need. I wanted to be an astronaut. I imagined myself making scientific discoveries on space station and uncovering the truth of our universe, and boldly going where no one has gone before. Or I wanted to be an artist, like a famous painter, pouring endless passion into a canvas, like a movie star shining in glamour as I received my Lifetime of Excellence award, like a writer creating a cult classic. Now, as you guys can tell, one will be like more scientific, the other one would be more like a bodybuilder, maybe like a athlete, a swimmer, football hero, while the other one will be like artists, famous pop singers and stuff like that. Now let's choose, maybe we want to be scientific and go for the stars. Then the second one is, tell us about our school experience. Did you learn something exciting outside the curriculum that you would like to share with us? One important lesson I learned in school was the value of having friends for inspiration and support. Early on, I realized that the ultimate goal of education is to put your hard work now so that you can sweat less later. Or while academic knowledge is valuable, nothing compares to the marvel of human performance and perseverance. Now, there's not a right and a wrong to choose, but let's make for this one having friends for inspiration. Imagine yourself designing in a house. How would you approach this endeavor? I would start by dividing the project into multiple smaller tasks and tackle each one individually, or it's essential to sit down and carefully think through every detail as the form is just important as substance. For me, that is true, because if you just take on a big job, then it can quickly make your life very difficult if it hasn't been thought out well. Now the blueprint is finalized. You address the construction crew. What are your words? Roll up your sleeves and get to work. The most important thing is to get going, well handle problems as they emerge, or think before you act. When there's time, then there's no need to rush and make errors. I think that is the better one to do. As everyone will know, measure twice, cut once. The construction deadline is fast approaching. What would you consider to be the best approach to avoid delays? Better teams encourage a bit of competition to drive better results, or cooperation is key? The best results will come from effective division of labor and working together as a cohesive team. I think that will work, but I think also I've seen a little bit of competition. Friendly competition can go a long way. How would you describe yourself in the next 5 years? I'm strong in both body and mind. My employer view me as a role model for my co-workers to follow, or I am intelligent and inquisitive, capable of navigating and the increasing complexities of life, or I am creative in the arts and innovation in my approach. My brush is swift and my vision is clear. Let's go for intelligence. How would you briefly describe your educational plans at our institution? I plan to build strong connections by making new friends, networking with future colleagues. I aim to excel academically, striving to be at the top of my class in my favorite subjects. Or I intend to take full advantage of internship opportunities to gain practical experience. Let's say we want to aim academically. Now they give you some of your skills about the stuff that you choose. Are you curious, chilled, and stuff like that? As you guys can see, everything got +1, and our goal: gain work smart, gain 2 levels in mind, trade, gained 1 savvy. And this is so it's not a right and wrong to choose, but it can make everything the one way you want to do if you want to be more creative or more scientific. Save changes and let's start the game. Okay, now we are in. Now to navigate, you must use W, A, S, and D. You can even use the cursor arrows on your keyboard. I think it is X or so. Then you can hide this menu that they tell you how to walk and run and interact. And if you want to hide it again, you can just press X again. I think I'm gonna read for you guys because they don't got like a reading for the stuff. It's like a few mumblish actually. I think it is quite interesting, but I'm gonna read for you guys. Oh hi, how is it going? I'm Ray. I'm the resident advisor here. You're a freshie, aren't you? You've got that. So many things to do, don't know where to start. Look on your face. Now you can choose one of the 3 following options. The last one is thanks, I'm fine, I know where to go. Is you dismiss the tutorial altogether. Or you can be a bit funny and your name is Ray and you're the ARRA. The option begins the tutorial. Or well, I would not turn down some advice, especially from the resident advisor nonetheless. And this will also begin the tutorial. So let's do the tutorial together. Fantastic. You give me purpose. Wind beneath my wings and all that. And let's go. Follow me then. Now they will show you also a small thing how to move, and even you can move the mouse and use left shift to sprint. Now if you are sometimes unclear where to go or stuff like that, you will see this bubbles originating from your character is actually where you should be heading to. And this here is like the location you can enable to see where you need to go. Now they say talk to Ray. You just left click and then you click talk. This is the admin. It might not be the soul, but it's definitely the heart of our campus. All important matters go through here, and this should be your first stop whenever you need anything. So I assume this place runs the whole show. This is where I meet the dean or the admin. Wow, sounds really boring. Now let's go. This is where I can meet the dean. Sure thing. I mean, I doubt you can meet the dean just like that, but the staff here, there is to help you. I like to eat a sack for now because you're tired. Fine, we'll come back tomorrow since the place is closed. It's Sunday evening. After all, I'll show you around the dorm. Follow me. You can use the right-click mouse just to move the cursor also up and down, left and right. I'm almost walking as fast. This is also just a small map that you can use to navigate a bit. They will later show us how to use the full map. But you quickly learn to know the campus. Welcome to the dormitory, your home and your island of peace for the next few years. Hi, pretty cool. Do I get my own room? That's correct. Not only that, but you also get to arrange it according to your taste, as long as you don't cause a fire hazard. Obviously. Either way, the rent is included in your tuition. We'll cover that tomorrow once admin is open. Can I see my room? Let's head in. Now we can move in. Now we need to talk again. If the cafeteria is closed like it is now, you can always grab something to eat or drink from our vending machines. There are a few of them scattered around the campus. Now they place it all around the campus, so if you're hungry or thirsty or stuff like that, you can buy, use them, but then you have to buy and spend money on them. And as you can see here on top, this is all your needs that your character needs to keep running efficiently and effectively. Now this one here is our room. And this is your place of respite, your headquarters for global conquest, your room. It should be furnished with everything you need for now. Need anything else I need to know? The restrooms and showers are communal, and they are on the same floor. We'd appreciate it if you keep your room and the dorm neat and tidy. We still haven't seen admin, and I don't know where my lectures are. Don't worry, I'll be guiding freshies tomorrow as well. So we'll meet downstairs at 8 AM. See you tomorrow then. See ya. Now you can do a little bit of exploring, explore the dormitory. As you can see, here's the showers. I'm still not sure how to use them. I don't know if they're still implementing them or I haven't. You can't use these showers. I'm not 100% sure. And so here's also some vending machines. You can click on them. As you can see, all of them give you some hunger, energy or stuff like that. But as you guys can see, it also costs money. One is more like for eating, one is more for drinking. If you need like good energy, espresso goes a long way. But anyway, let's go now for sleep and catch up with Ray tomorrow morning. You just left click and say sleep. You press, if there's like multi choices that you've got here, you must click on one of them and then it will open this menu and then you can press start. You can also change the hours a bit later if you want to sleep like longer or shorter. Maybe you've got stuff to do, and then you can choose a specific time. As you can see now, then when all the hours are done, they show you a summary of what happened during the activity that happened. But also now our hunger, energy, and hygiene is now a bit lower. Maybe what we should first do is just see if we can. I can't use it still. Okay, but anyways, that's for later. Let's go talk to Ray. She'll be waiting for us. I think it was downstairs. There we can talk to. Good morning. How was your first night? Strange, I kept waking up throughout the night, all excited. Anyway, what's on the menu today? I haven't slept much. Gonna go anyway, to be honest. So what now? Do we do anyway? Oh, thanks. Pretty good. Let's say I'm just so excited. So it looks like your first lecture today is English, which means we'll be heading to the art. It's just a short stroll from here. You ready? Lead away. Now we can run around again. So far, I see a lot of potential in the game that is in this campus life. I just think it's still under much work that needs to be done still in it. That's why I think it's on open playtest and stuff like that. So it will be very good if a lot of people can help this developers and this team of developers to help make also a nice game for the community, and I think it can go a far way. Also, just one thing that's very interesting to me is usually I don't actually like school, but I do like school games. I don't know why. Maybe you guys can also respond in the comments if maybe you loved school, don't love school, love school games, or don't like school games. Or just like me, who don't like school, but like school games. Maybe it's all the opportunities that you think you've missed and wanted to do. Then you just head up. I'm winning, I'm winning. So basically all the English lectures and stuff is going to be in this department, even like art and stuff like that. Talk to again. This is art. Can you guess what's studied here? Now you can be like art or obviously math. Or you can do very funny. I'm stressed about having my first class soon. And you're cracking jokes like this? Almost correct. Art covers a whole range of artistic but also linguistic studies, which is why we're here now. The building is shaped like a half-eaten donut. Going right to the entrance, you'll find the lecture hall, while turning left leads to the music room. Straight ahead, there is the orangery. Thanks for heading in. Speak of donuts, I don't think I have eaten anything this morning. Now I should just say, let's find your classroom later. We can also see where we can eat and do stuff like that. But first, now we need to follow again. Like characters standing like this, like professors, and they are learning stuff and doing stuff like that. Okay, we're almost there. I love like they put also other students and stuff, makes it a bit more immersive and stuff like that. So far you can't interact with everyone, but maybe later. This is the lecture room. Looks like there's still some time left. Now I have other students to attend to, so if you don't mind, I won't stay for long. Do you have any questions for now? Anything I need to know about grades? Long story short, your performance is measured separately for each course. Your final mark takes into account subject mastery, attendance, and exams. Now you can ask all those questions, or is attendance really important? Then yes and no. It doesn't influence your final mark that much, but it still counts. Anything else? One final thing, if you ever fail a subject, you can still retake failed exams and attend catch-up lectures during the winter or summer holidays. Now if you don't mind, I'll be leaving. The lecture starts in an hour, so just talk to the professor to get things started. Now they also show you if you're like got an hour to kill or stuff to do, but you need to go for a class and you don't know what to do and you are already at the class, you can now use skip time. Now let's try that. I'm just gonna go because now we need to skip until 9 AM. So we click on the hourglass, go for 9, and we click apply. Now it's 9 AM and now we can talk to the teacher and use the English class. Now we can take a nap. That will restore our energy, but it will not be good for our grades. We can use low effort, average effort, or full focus. First time I used full focus, but I think it's a bit draining, especially on all the other classes I need to take. So this time I'll go for average focus. Now basically the whole hour will get skipped. And they will show you the activity that happened, what happened with your character. You lost a few energy, a little bit of joy, but your creativity increased, your mind increased, your comprehension skill increased, and also your English subject mastery increased. Now we need to talk to Ray again. Talk to. The admin is open again. Let's get there quickly before your next lecture starts. Now they will show you how to fast travel. Now the first time I didn't actually took too time to realize it, and then I struggled a bit, but at least now for you guys I can know what to do, so I can show you guys nice and quickly. So basically we run down to the bottom again. And then where there was that bicycles, that is like the fast travel locations. So we just run up to the bicycle stands, like you see. The screen thing shows the icon, you can click on it and it shows fast travel. Now we can fast travel over the whole school. There's like places of interest. But as you will see, it costs us 5 minutes and $15. So that's a bit much just for a bicycle ride. That's why usually I just run around the old school. But anyways, let's go talk about Ray about tuition. Talk to Gladys, our secretary, and she handles. You know I can hear you talking about me, right? I can introduce myself. Hello there, dearie. New flock, right? You've all had confused look for the first couple of days. Let me see. Your paperwork seems to be in order. Nicely done. You wouldn't believe how many people turn theirs in with egregious typos. Successfully, getting through college is a bit of balancing act. It gets easier if you make sure to track everything. If I spend all my time studying, how do I pay for it? Keep track of your funds and make sure you have enough at the end of the semester. Check the information about scholarships, and I believe Ray here has yet to mention work on our campus. Thanks, Gladys. Now about that, if you would come over here. Now they will talk about work, but everything is much subject to change also because you don't know how much they're going to pay you for it. So Gladys mentioned part-time jobs around campus. There are plenty of opportunities to earn some cash, and if you want to pay for your tuition on time, I'd recommend looking into them. Opportunities such as handing out flyers like this student over here. I've also heard that both the library and the cafeteria are looking for help. From what I remember, Marty, our janitor, is looking for someone to cover the night shift. Not all jobs might be convenient for your schedule. So I assume the pay is different as well, or I don't want to clean toilets. Well, definitely not, but let's ask. I assume the pay is different as well. Correct. We don't really have a job counselor, so you'll have to ask around. Let's head upstairs. Maybe later they will either make stuff that you can easily track it, or maybe I should just make an extra YouTube video on how much the jobs will pay you. So then it's easier for newbies or newcomers to the game to know what jobs are maybe better or which is not the best to take. But let's go to the cafeteria. Now, everywhere here is like water and they are free of charge, so that will really help with our watering. Okay, let's talk now. Now, this is the cafeteria. The food is, well, it's fine. I assume it's better than the vending machines. Also, what do they serve? Let's say it's better than vending machines. Oh, definitely. But it's also not as convenient. Let's go check out the library. At least the cafeteria food is also free. Just make a note of that. So if you need to buy the food from vending machines and stuff like that, you'll need to pay. So your cash can quickly go out if you just want to live on that. So it's better to try and eat at the cafeteria. Now, the library. Welcome to our library and our very own little museum. Museum? That's right. Aside from being a great spot for self-study and gathering research or for your inevitable dissertation, our library also houses an assortment of artifacts from our history, like fossils. Ha! I don't think that they're that old. We're preserving mementos related to our more accomplished alumni. Who knows, maybe one day you'll join them. Now we need to talk to her again. Either way, I think it's 10 a.m. If I recall your schedule correctly, it's time for another lecture. And for us, it's time to part. Yeah, a lecture in fitness. Why is there a lecture about fitness? Oh, you'd be surprised how much data surrounds sports science, how much the theory exists behind seemingly simple concepts like exercise and diets. Speaking of data, you've mentioned SCI. If you exit admin and head in the opposite direction of the dorms, you'll find the SCI department which handles all scientific studies such as mathematics. Now fitness takes place in the HMN department, which is split between several sports halls just behind the admin building. Can you take me there? I'd like to, but unfortunately I have another student to show around. I'm confident you'll find your way to HMN. Don't forget, you can give me a call if you need anything. Thanks. Now we need to go. Now this is also a point where I struggled because I have no idea and I didn't listen very well where I need to go. So what we can do, we can open our map. It is here on the bottom, and now we can see the whole campus. But now which is the HMI or HMN place? I have no idea. But all I can do, I can use my day planner, my calendar, and click on fitness lecture and mark it. Then they will show me where I need to go and the bubble starts forming. So now I know exactly where to run. So it's much easier now It was for me in a bit different because difficult. I didn't see the bubbles in front of me or what they mean. But now when I know, now I can easily navigate through the compass and know where to go. And even like now, I am 5 minutes ahead of schedule. So if I want to skip a little bit time to spare a little time, I just go to like 9:59. So I'm still 1 minute early. Now there's also like small mini games in the game, which you will see now. This is also just like an average. Do some exercises. Stretching is good for you. And now they also show the summary, what happened. But now, if you look at the almanac, fitness exercise is about to start. Now we can quickly run around, get something to drink if we need like energy, stuff like that. But I think we are good. So let's go. We can just escape to the next full hour, but I like to just make it like this so that I'm at least 1 minute early. You can see if you can do like the self-study bench presses, you can also increase all that factors that you need to learn. But it's now 11 o'clock. Let's go to Professor. Let's go average focus again. Now you will need like a little mini game to see if you can do your reps. You must keep it in the green and it goes up. So you need to do 5 reps. See, you struggle if it's not there, but if it's green, then your character is much stronger. You've got a few seconds to do that, so it's not so difficult to do, but it is something I think it's nice that they added in the game. So I think it is, I think it's very nice. It makes the game more immersive. Ooh, I think I'm strong. Great result. Now the time gets skipped. Long exercises. Now we've got at least 8 energy left, and yes, our food, energy, and of our food, water, and hygiene is a bit low. At least I think now, if I remember correctly, we've got 1 extra open hour until swimming lecture starts 2 o'clock. So now what we quickly do is we run back to the cafeteria. We can quickly eat stuff here, but that would not be very good because then it costs us money. Let me just see if I'm running the right direction. No, I need to go to admin. You can even navigate with the map open. Just point yourself in the right direction. And there we go. Because I now marked the swimming lecture, it's going to show me a different way to go. But I'm quickly going to admin to get some food and water. The hygiene is still for me a bit tricky because, as I told you guys, I'm struggling to get the showers to work. Don't want that to happen in the real life. First, let's get a little water. Now, as you guys can see, we get 4 water and it at least consumes not actually any time. So we can just keep standing by this water and just keep on drinking. They will every time show you the summary of what happened of the activity that you just did. But let's get our water quickly up. Because I think self-swimming can also be a little strenuous sometimes. Actually, the first time I played it, I hoped it was going to help my hygiene because I'm going to be in the water swimming, but I don't think it actually did. So let's just drink one more time, then with at least close to 20. And then we can get some cafeteria food. Just remember, like cafeteria food, you eat a half hour. So if you're not quick enough there, then we can only eat 1 hour because we need to be there 2 o'clock or 2 p.m. Now we can eat. Meal of the day. 6 hunger, 5 energy, and even 1 joy. And the time it takes is close to a half hour. So if we eat now fast, maybe we can even eat maybe a second time. That'll be good. So at least that's a bit. And meal of the day, and we will be done before 2. Yes, let's do it. Maybe I'm going to be a little bit late about the swimming, but I don't think they will mind. I mean, I'm a good student. They'll understand. My energy is almost good, so now actually I can put in more focus. Now I need to hurry. Now, as you can see, my swimming lecture is now being disabled because I did add the activities. Just click it again on the small white box, and there it shows the bubbles again. Okay, now let's go to the swimming hole. I haven't played actually too long. I just maybe like the first time also just completed the first day tutorial-ish. But then I thought, I can't do this alone. I must do it with you guys also. So you can also see this nice game and enjoy. See, I can't even use this showers. Okay, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm still ahead of time. Apply. I think I'm going to be a good student. Now we go full focus. I mean, who doesn't love swimming? Actually, yes, I don't think it's a mini game. Yeah, just your man swimming like Man of Atlantis or stuff like that. The artist is still a little mini game. That one was difficult for me actually. Now I'll show our summary. And then as you can see, we now increased our body much better, mind, endurance, and our subject mastery because we went full focus. Now let's see what else. We need to take an algebra. I don't think anyone loves that. Actually, no, my father does love algebra, but not me. Let's go to math. Math class. Follow the bubbles. I think also like the way the characters are made is actually also, I think, intriguing for the game. Some will say it's not like so highly detailed and stuff like that, but I think for what they're going here, I think it's actually pretty good, really. You can even use like the mouse just to click if you want to go to a place and stuff like that, but I like WASD. Just feel more natural. I wonder if you can be maybe like a bully. Hopefully not, because I don't hope any of you were bullies. I think I won't. Okay, now we are still ahead. Maybe like, let's do something quickly silly and let's, I don't think we're gonna play a game or so. I actually wanna, let's get the oat bar, just for the fun of it. But now I'm gonna use like $2 for it. I mean, you always need like extra energy if you went for like a math lecture. Now I even leveled up. Now I'm a resident sleeper. Then you just press OK, and we leveled up to level 1. Now we are a sleepyhead. Okay, let's go get ready for our math lecture. I think it was 3 o'clock. Now we just need to wait. If you also click too early, they will say you must come back at Monday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. And now we can do... Let's go full focus on algebra. I don't think you can actually do all focus on algebra, unless you're sleeping. Okay, now our experience bonus modifier and all the stuff we've learned. Now let's check our almanac, what we must do. Modern art exercise. Now this one is the difficult one. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be busy with it, but I'm going to try to do it fast. Because I know I hope it's the same picture. If it's not the same picture, I might be a while, but otherwise, let's do it together. Then at least you also know what's waiting for you guys if you play the tutorial and do the modern art exercise. I think if my mom plays it, it's going to be a bit tricky for her, but I think it will also be fun. You can even psych if you're a bit tired, just rest on the benches a bit, get the energy up. How much time is wasted on that? Like also 30 minutes. I think later also a better thing to be doing is also see what actually gives like the most for like energy, the most for enjoyment, and the most for hunger, water, and even hygiene. Because I mean, my hygiene is like below. I'm not sure also what happens if it falls to 0, because like the first time I was like on 0 hunger and actually nothing happened. I was also almost on 0 energy, so I'm not sure. Maybe you can then do the whole focus on the exercises or the lectures. But yeah, I'm still not 100% sure. I don't think actually your character will like die and stuff like that. I just think his focus and stuff will be off, and I don't think he will be like achieving so much as his full potential could be if he's like fully focused and full fed and everything like that. So I think I want to see if I can get my energy up. Ooh, can't get through the bush. Ah, I can. I like to taking shortcuts. Actually, you shouldn't be taking shortcuts, but I like taking shortcuts. As you can see, one guy is still stuck in the ground. Like I said, it's an open test still, so let's just see quickly before we get to our exercise. Let's just quickly get an espresso. It's for me the best thing to boost up that energy, to give you that kickstart. But it costs $2, so I mean $2, and now we can maybe like do full focus again. I think that's good. I actually don't know why it's not enjoyable, because I think I would have loved Nespresso. Okay, not this way. I think. Let me just see which side I must. This side. Okay, let's go see the professor. On time, just in time. Let me just see the almanac. There's nothing less, so let's do full focus. I think you can also change like the time, like maybe 5 minutes full focus, 5 minutes not. Okay, this was the same picture. Now, usually for me, the moon must be on the right side. That's just how it is. But this one must actually be on the left. So let's see if I can do this. You just click on them and they move to the sides. Okay, so this two is the bottom. The moon must be moved over. They are not correct there. Let's now move it like this. So this is now correct. That one should be there, but now we just need to swap them out. So let's move them up. Move this one like this. Okay, this is the right. Now we need to move this one. Oh, I think yeah, this two must swap over. I think we must move all of them just like this. And then now this one must stay there. I'm starting to make myself a bit confused. But don't worry, I got this. This one, move it like this. Now at least we've got the bottom right again. Usually if the bottom is right, just leave it. Try not to move them, or if you move them like together. I think, especially because the bottom will be the open part, I must maybe make use of that. So this one must move down. And this one is now correct. Now this one just needs to get there. The moon must move over to this side. So I think it will be better if we move like the moon like this. I think I was faster the first time actually. I think this is just confusing me. Maybe it's because I'm making the video and I'm so focused on like talking and trying also to make work like this. Now we just need to swap these two around. Now let's do this systematically. So these two must swap places. Let's make them swap places. Okay, now that is the right. Now we just need to move this one up. And I did it! I almost went back and do everything again, and that would be like awful. I mean, it was so close. But like, I'm not sure if they've got like many pictures like that, or maybe just the one. I hope they've got more, because I mean, that is fun. Okay. I'm sure some of the people in the comments will say, you were so close the first time, or so close the second time, you just needed to do this and just needed to do that. And if you really are so good with the pictures, you just need to swap this one and that one around, or I like to start from the top and went to the bottom. But you guys can write in the comments, and we love to learn together. Now our almanac is done for the first day. Now we can basically do what we want. Okay, it's our time off, school's out, we can head to our dormitory, If you're not sure, just open the map, see our dormitory is there. You can run with the map open, go to the dormitory. Now we can check out our stats and make them right for the next day. We can even maybe do like a little planning, seeing what lectures we need, when time we can do it. We've got like jobs that we can check. When are the jobs running from? Maybe we can do something like in the 12 to 1 area. Maybe at nighttime, maybe if we've got like good energy, we can help the janitor out in nighttime. Maybe get a few bucks there also. And yeah, maybe that will work. I'm still not sure which is the best jobs to do. Best stuff to eat, not to eat, to drink and stuff like that. But maybe if you people love the video lots and love the game lots and want to learn more, maybe I can make videos on that sort of stuff also. What I did, just a thing to help you. Maybe, I'm not sure, like I told, if the showers are working, maybe still in implementation. Maybe I must use the showers by the gym, I'm not sure. But if they don't work and you really definitely want to get that hygiene up, just what I did is like, brush your teeth like 10 times. I mean, brush them 10 times and then you've got like 20 hygiene. But I'm gonna leave it with that. As you can see, costs nothing, and we've got 2 hygiene. Now we can do that till it's 20. So, and then if we want to sleep, we just click on it, sleep. And now we can, I'm just want to show one last thing. If we want to skip like the time, we can use it like this. I think that's also maybe a good thing to like do like half of the lessons that you do, maybe a half focus and the other half average, depending on your energy and stuff like that. But that's just a quick show, and I hope you guys enjoyed this quick session of Campus Life. I hope you also enjoyed the tutorial with me, and maybe also give this developers a try, do the playtest and give them feedback, because it will make the game for everyone better. Hope you guys love this video. Leave your comments, subscribe, like, and this is Exiler, exit.